Hello, 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 YouTube. What's good out there? It is January 28th today. For recording purposes only, you guys know the energy is past, present, or future energy. It is not necessarily date stamped, okay? I do have an automatic writing for today. We just have one page, this page right here. And I'm going to pluck a dice and do that. So, hope you guys are all having a good day. It is Wednesday. It's hump day. We're getting over the hump, right? We are doing the thing. Um, there was something else that I wanted to touch on, and it's brain fart. I don't know. I can't remember right now. But we have hit the minute mark. So welcome in, witches, bitches, twats, and thoughts. I'm Black Betty, and I am Karma's right hand. Welcome to the Underdog Ministry. I appreciate each and every one of you that hangs out with me. You guys kick ass and take names. If you're new here, I'm grateful for you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You guys will get that those notification bell. Also, don't forget to hit that so you know when I go live. Every time I do, it's never at the same time. Okay, it's not the same bat time. This is not the same bat channel, but I always have the same type of reading. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. So automatic writing for January today, January 28th. The first song that came out was Army of Me by Bjork. I don't know why. I have no idea why. No context why that song specifically came out. So it's probably more confirmation for somebody in the comment section. Okay. Thank you guys. Hey, Ask Alice, how you doing? The second download was Your Boundaries Need Fortifying. A new wave of old energies is coming at you sideways. These energies could make you feel things like headaches, exhausted, tired eyes to where they're dry or watery. Um, you might have muscle pain, joint pain, being super stiff, like when you wake up, anxiety that you can't explain, negative self image, lack of self care. You might be having some exhaustion or fatigue or general malaise that you cannot like pinpoint. Okay. You need to lock in your routine and your day to day needs. Don't slip on self care. You need to prioritize your physical health with food, water, exercise, meditation, and stretching. Get strong, stay healthy and immovable, and become your own fortress. And then the song Get Up, Stand Up by Bob Marley and the Wailers. Don't give up the fight. All right? So let's get this reading in for you guys. Uh-oh, really? Well, go ask Alice. Maybe this is your reading. Who knows today? Maybe because you have been, newer to the channel. I don't know how long you've been here, but I'm grateful. Maybe I'm pulling on your energy today. We'll see. I'm going to shake up the dice. Headphone warning, you guys. Alrighty, Roo. Let's see what kind of words we can get out of here today. Okay. Some Zuni, Zuni. I believe that is a African or Amazonian tribe. I'm not sure. The Zuni. Return. Return to sender. Somebody's going to return something that they borrowed. Somebody needs to return a favor. Something about that. Somebody's coming back. Maybe a TV show is going to be coming back. Food. Maybe Food Network. Something about Food Network. Something about somebody's favorite food. Indigenous foods. Cultural foods. Something about somebody slipping something in someone's food. And you should cook your own food, prioritizing physical health with food, water, exercise, meditation, and stretching. All right. Well, we're already getting confirmation of the automatic writing for today. All right. Bid. BID. Somebody might be putting a bid in on a house, a bid in on a job. A project, a large scale project, like a construction. I'm like a project manager putting in a bid on a build, something along those lines. Gun. Gun is here. The word gun, not the actual item. Just for the algorithm's sake, because you know how everything likes to listen and go, oh my God, they said a scary word. Dig. That came out yesterday as well. Somebody wants to dig into somebody's past, dig in and enjoy their food, dig into the grub. Somebody might also be talking shit, like being sideways with somebody, like, oh my God, if you love it, I love it. And it's totally obvious this person thinks you're stupid. They're just trying to get in a sideways dig at you, like elbow you or something, you know? Black. Black card, Black Lives Matter. Somebody's favorite color is black. AC/DC, Back in Black. Sun. SUN. Sun in the sky, not somebody's child. Ted. The name Ted is here. Like TED Talk. Oh, after I rolled the dice, I just realized it was YT. That could be slang, YT. Then we've got CT, so we've got Connecticut. The state of Connecticut could be relevant to today's reading. Okay, so let me get the tarot out, and we are going to do a reading on this. The words that came out of the dice are Zuni, return, food. If you're stealing people's lunches, stop. Bid, black, gun, Connecticut, dig, sun, and Ted. All right, and then you got to become your own fortress. Army of me. Get strong, stay healthy, and immovable. Your boundaries need fortifying. All right, somebody's partying too much. Somebody's celebrating, imbibing, drinking, having too many social nights, staying up too late, that kind of stuff. Going to parties, going to the bar, etc. All right, somebody needs to stop. Like, this is really ruining your home life or your stability. Okay? This is like, I'm getting you weren't raised like this. I'm also kind of picking up that somebody parties because home is miserable. Home is miserable, or they're like not necessarily home, but themselves feels miserable within inside, whoever this person is. Ten of Cups in the reverse. They feel miserable inside. This is somebody's prioritizing these social friendships as over themselves and their family. Somebody may have lost their marriage, somebody may be separated, somebody may be divorced. There could be lack of hope. Somebody's family may have given up on them, disowned them. This could be carryover from last night. Um, Somebody could have been disowned or threatened to be disowned. Whatever the dynamic is, they are overdoing it to numb their negative feelings here. We've got the Ace of Cups. So there's the self love. It's got to kick in. You can't overdo it like this. You've got to really become aware of why you're going out and celebrating, because the celebration used to be a distraction. It was fun, right? Now it's more like you have to do it. It's not fulfilling anymore, but it's still getting you away from whatever has got you feeling like shit. So, right now, this personal growth needs to occur. This is what it's leading you to. Um, all these parties are going to really start to feel lackluster. You're not going to get any kind of reward out of them. You're not going to get the dopamine out of playing with this group of people anymore. You're gonna maybe even have to sneak away from it. I think that you're on a slippery slope to like a DUI, to getting arrested, criminal activity. It's making you dishonest. You're lying to yourself as well as other people. This is not celebration or fun anymore. This is turned into um, a lifestyle that's toxic, okay? So clarify this three cups for me. Parties, celebrations, gatherings. Clarify that. Regret in reverse. YOLO. Really? That's what I heard. YOLO. You only live once. Somebody has fear of missing out. They're never like, I'll regret it. I can't do something. I can't not do it. I'll regret it. I can't have any regrets. I can't have anything that I miss out on. I can't have any missed opportunities. Can never miss a drink, never miss a party, never miss a gathering, never miss a social event, never miss being seen on the scene. SEEN on the SCENE. Tell about the Four Wands in reverse. Discipline and trust. Okay, so your imbalance in your home life and your dissatisfaction and your just imbalance in life is because you lack discipline and don't trust yourself to make the right choices for yourself because you're not doing the right thing. See, here's the deal. That lack of fulfillment, but you keep choosing it, you're betraying yourself. You're betraying yourself in some type of way here where you know that you should maybe let some parties pass. Maybe not be the social butterfly. Maybe stay in on a Saturday night and read a book. That discipline is something that you're needing to develop. Get strong, stay healthy, and immovable. Your boundaries need fortifying. A new wave of old energies is coming at you sideways. This is why you need to fortify these boundaries. This not partying, not attending every single party. That's not like saying don't ever have fun ever again. That's not what this is saying. Currently, right now, somebody is burning the candle at both ends, spreading themselves thin, going to parties, overdoing it, drinking drugs, whatever, sexing it up, uh, just overconsumption. And somebody's really doing this because they're miserable elsewhere. And so that cured that misery for a temporary moment in time. Now it's become a lifestyle, and the lifestyle has become just as unfulfilling as the rest of their life. This person needs to develop trust in themselves, they need to discipline themselves, and they need to realize you really won't regret missing a party. If you wake up the next day and everybody else is hungover, puking, shitting themselves because they drank too much or ate the wrong thing, or a combination of, maybe they ate some street pharmaceuticals, okay? Maybe somebody ate some nature pharmaceuticals that they found in a pasture somewhere, and they're sick the next day, and you disciplined yourself to stay home. You're going to feel good, and they're not. That discipline is going to help you build trust in yourself. Okay, so tell me about this 10 of cups in the reverse. Imagination in reverse. Wow. The more you choose distraction, the less your mind creates in your liminal space. AKA, you don't let yourself get bored enough to come up with something fun to do. Ace of Cups. Clarify. Friendship. All right. So here's the deal. You need to take care of yourself and pour into yourself. And the people that are truly your friends, okay, are going to understand why you don't want to go to the party. They're going to understand why you aren't going to eat the mushrooms or the acid that night. They're going to understand why hey, I got to get up for work in the morning. I'm going to leave early. Or I'm not going to go because I've got an engagement the next day that I'd like to be clear headed for. The people that know that you're trying to do the right thing are going to support you. The people that are going to try and get you back into the gatherings, oh no, come on, fuck that. Why you gotta be such a killjoy? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Those people are part of the problem. They're the things that leave you with no fulfillment. Death in reverse. This is something that you need to permanently leave behind. This partying. It's not something right now that you can go back and forth with. Right now, if you see what the death in reverse clarified was the Seven of Swords. And that right there is criminal activity. You're going to do something that you cannot ever repair, ever come back from. There's going to be a night, and you're going to have a choice to make. And the people that want you to come to the party are going to be pissed that you're, oh, come on, just come play. Just go one more bar with us. Just go one more round. Let's just, who needs an Uber? Fuck it, we're going to drive anyway. Somebody's going to do something here that's going to be irreparable if they don't start having some discipline and say no to the nights out. Somebody could actually pass away at your hand, or involved in whatever you were involved in. Like I'm saying, if somebody is out there partying and eating like drugs and shit, if you're out there eating mushrooms and eating acid, maybe somebody overdosed. If somebody did, they're doing whippets or something, maybe somebody fished out and hit their head and died. Like, this is the thing. The fun is a distraction from the good life. And the good life doesn't mean there's no fun in it. It just means that you're not harming yourself to have the fun. You're not harming other people to have the fun. If you don't stop or take a break, this is what's in your future for this. This isn't about, oh, fuck it, I can handle it, I got a tolerance, I've done this before. I've been smoking for 25 years, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. I've been drinking for 40. It doesn't matter. It only takes one whoops to end something permanently forever. Somebody needs to take a break here. Burning the candle at both ends. What right now you need to do, oh my, what did you knock over, ma'am? Right now what you need to do is lock in your routine and your day-to-day needs so you can prioritize your own well-being. 4 wands in the upright. You need to give it a rest. Literal rest. Prioritize your physical health with food, water, exercise, meditation, stretching. Lock in your routine. 4 cups in the reverse. That's what's going to give you the breakthrough that you need. That's what's going to change things. Queen of Cups in the reverse and a star both in the reverse. There is a hard road, a hard choice to stop purposefully doing things you know are not in your best interest. You know you're hurting yourself. You know that you're causing yourself uh, sicknesses, illnesses, hangovers, bad body vibes. You're running yourself into the ground. Five of Wands in the reverse. Quit beating yourself up. It's like this is self-inflicted. Um, it's oh crap. It's self-inflicted in the name of having a good time. Self-inflicted in the name of having a good time, but the return on the investment for that good time is a hangover, is a stomach bug, is the bubble guts the next day, it's the black eye you got from running your mouth and somebody popped you in it, the DUI, the somebody falling and hitting their head because they were doing too much, and it all of a sudden becomes a real big problem. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Get yourself out of the gutter. Somebody's going to hit rock bottom if they do not um, take heed to whatever this message is. I'm not telling anybody that you have to be like, a teetotaler or anything like that. But somebody needs to get a hold of something here. They need to get a hold of their habits. They need to get a hold of their schedule, their own personal health, their decision making, any of that is leading them to be run down. Hermit in reverse. Too much being outside. Period. Somebody is outside too much. Your energy's depleted. You're absorbing too many other people's energies. You've got low resistance to getting sick right now because you're just exhausted. Somebody here is actually having like dizziness because they're so tired. It's like, whoa, I'm falling asleep while I'm driving down the road. This is that fatigue and general malaise, that exhaustion from lack of self-care. This is self-inflicted. A lot of this is not an illness. It's more like uh, party till the wheels fall off. This person's just going to drive themselves into an early grave, quite literally. That could be this death as well. Death in reverse over here. 2 of Swords in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. We got lots of uprights, though. Yeah, you've got to take your blinders off. You've got to take your blinders off that you're blocking your own opportunities by not taking care of yourself. Knight of Swords in the reverse. By being hasty, by not taking care of yourself. Death on the bottom of the deck. Devil. Lovers in reverse. Judgment. Nobody can do this for you. Right? This is somebody who is just wanting to distract themselves from how miserable they are in whatever life situation that they're in. So they are distracting themselves with the nightlife, okay? The partying, the drinking, the drugging, the casual sex, the no strings attached hookups. This person has just depleted themselves. They're going to either hurt themselves or somebody else if they don't stop. At least give it a break for a minute. Discipline and trust it's like hand in hand. If you can't discipline yourself, how can you trust yourself? Somebody's struggling with this because it's not like they've got a. I'm not saying that somebody has necessarily an addiction here, but it could easily develop into one. Did we got one that turned over? We did. We got one that turned over. Temperance in the reverse. What did I just say? It's not necessarily an addiction, but it could easily turn into one. Overindulgence. It's more like this is the only way this person knows how to get around other people and have a feel-good vibe. They don't know how else to celebrate other than overindulge. Three of Wands is here. A strategy might be needed every time that you want to go return to the bar, every time you want to go return to the person that you're, sneaky linking with. Every time you want to return to the drugs or the lifestyle. I'm just going to say whatever lifestyle it is, the lifestyle that's got you down right now, that's got you burning the candle at both ends. You got to have a strategy to what you're going to do instead of the lifestyle. You're going to be in control of yourself and your own moods that way. You're going to address how you feel that way. Look, when I feel like hooking up with Shorty, I'm going to go do 50 push-ups instead. Okay? When I want to have that cigarette or that alcohol or that other addiction, I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes instead. I'm going to do some sort of consciousness, writing how I feel, journaling, focusing on something I can see, smell, taste, and hear, my five senses, bringing myself back to the present moment. This person's got to have a strategy because they like to be distracted. They're not addicted. They like the distraction. It doesn't matter what the distraction is. And this is the discipline that needs to come in. This person needs to really, I'm getting somebody that might practice martial arts here because I'm hearing the term focus your chi. So you may be familiar with it or know that like the lessons in discipline that come with the martial arts. I'm definitely picking a black belt. Page of Wands is here. Somebody's about to tell you or come to you with information about this action they're going to take. You may have to tell other people what action you're going to take. You might need an accountability partner. Like, hey, I've got somebody I need to report to. I'm accountable to. Like when you got a workout buddy. Oh, no, you're not slipping on the workout today. Get your fucking ass in the gym kind of person, right? Somebody that might a shadow to help you stay on task. Three of Swords. An accountability buddy to keep you from returning back to what broke your heart, returning back to what has confused an issue, returning back to whatever the third party is in your life. This third party is taking your own attention away from you. You're cheating on yourself, betraying yourself. That's weird. And death in reverse again on the bottom. Give me my mythology deck. That's my Greek mythology deck. Tell me about how this person needs to prioritize food, meditation, stretching, the anxiety, the pain they can't explain. I'm getting right now a lot of this is inflammation in your body because it doesn't have enough time to reset itself at night. If you don't get enough sleep, your body can't do enough cell repair. If you can't do enough cell repair, your skin won't look right. You're going to look gray in the morning. You're going to feel like headachy. You're going to feel groggy, brain fog, slow as molasses, I'm hearing. A lot of this toxicity inside of you is because you're not doing the right thing for yourself. Your body's screaming at you. So you'll pay attention to, like, can you please take care of me the right way? Can you please do something? Can I have some water, please? The brain, especially your headaches. Headaches come from dehydration a lot of the time. Take from somebody with chronic migraines, okay? Um, the anxiety you can't explain. Goddess of light. You have to protect yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you, and you're going to have to accept the truth. It's easier to accept the truth from yourself as well. It's easier to accept the discipline from yourself, and it's easier when you have given this plan maybe to an accountability buddy that's going to like, hey, I see what you're doing there. I can see you. Why don't you get up and do your 50 push-ups real quick instead of calling Shorty? Okay. Um, this is somebody who's going to see you for who you are, see you for what you're doing, and try and help you stay healthy. Good health. Hygiene. Where the word hygiene came from. Supremacy. You have to get control of yourself. You have to get control of yourself and your health, and then you are going to be unstoppable at whatever you do. Once you prioritize all this, you're going to become your own fortress. You're going to become immovable. Get strong, stay healthy and immovable, and become your own fortress. Now about Get Up, Stand Up from Bob Marley. Feelings. I'm hearing move it or lose it. If you don't move it, you'll lose it. Um, the deal is, when you have gotten yourself strong and you disciplined yourself and you've developed the trust in yourself to know you're going to make healthy decisions, you're going to be ruling your own life. That's for damn sure. Nobody's going to be able to lord over you. And you're going to be in a place to deal with your emotions a little bit better. You're not going to be as stressed out because you're going to know that you're making the right choices for yourself, and it's not going to stress you out. You're just going to make the choice. It's like I don't know, people my age in California, the 45 to 60-year-olds, okay? Um we all grew up without fucking airbags. We grew up without seat belts. We grew up without helmets. We grew up without uh, wrist and knee braces and shin guards for skating. We grew up with bumps and bruises and shit like that. Okay, um, the knowing how to do it without technology, the knowing how to return to basics, the knowing how to have discipline. Like we lived through all kinds of shit that should have killed us, right? And now there's seatbelts, now there's airbags, now there's safety measures, now there's all of this because people can't be accountable and they don't have the same discipline that maybe that generation was raised with. It's a more entitled way of being. I get it. We deserve to be safe. Absolutely. Should they go back on seatbelt laws and airbags and shit like that? No. No. But when they tried to force it on us, it's like, wait a minute, why is this necessary? It's kind of like your body's going to be doing that to you. Why is this necessary? Why do I got to be healthy? Why do I got to drink this water and not drink this booze? Why do I got to eat this food instead of these mushrooms? Okay? Because when you are strong and healthy, you are immovable. And when you are weakened by your own choices, you become like Play Doh. You're just dried, cracked out, left in a container somewhere, and just kind of halfway pliable. Dried, cracked, bones popping and snapping, muscles that don't want to stretch. Um, Trust and believe. It's hard to make good decisions. That's why fun and partying is so easy. That's why people make fun of you. Oh my God. Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Don't drink, don't smoke. Okay? You may get people giving you shit, but the people giving you shit aren't there for your best interests. Obviously, they're there for your energy to be part of the melee. You need your energy to get through day to day. Does that make sense? Okay. So, final card, the future. Instant gratification is how we started, and thinking about the future for ourselves is how we're going to end. Okay? This is a good thing. This is a good thing for you here. Become your own fortress. You have to solidify your own boundaries with yourself before other people. That's the hardest shit. If you can't set a boundary or standard or a goal or an absolute no, a taboo for yourself and stick to it, you're teaching yourself you can't trust your own decisions. It's kind of interesting how that works. Um, the less we rely on ourselves, the less we can trust ourselves to be reliable. Inexperience. You see how that worked, folks? Okay, the less you rely on yourself and the more you rely on others means the less you know and the less you can do for yourself, meaning the more dependent you are on everything around you instead of your own choices, morals, behaviors, ideals, goals, dreams, and integrity. If you don't set this shit with yourself, You won't believe it when you're setting it with somebody else. And then that boundary will be kind of like the rope at the movie theater. You're just going to move it and go across it, right? Your boundary isn't going to be taken seriously. So here's the deal. Somebody here is getting pushed around by their friends, and it's not necessarily in a negative way where your friends are bad people. Not at all. But they're coming at you sideways, these old energies, things that are dragging you back to instant gratification, things that are taking you away from your discipline, which is going to make you feel physical symptoms that are going to put you in a place where you have to rest and take care of yourself. AKA, if you don't take care of your physical health, you're going to get sick. So you have to be sat the fuck down to take care of your health. If it's not important to you before you get sick, you will get sick. So it becomes important to you. Um, if you know that drugs are bad, okay, and you end up with a hole in your nose because you didn't stop snorting cocaine, you cannot therefore blame the cocaine. You did the cocaine. Okay, that's an example. If you have an issue with food and you don't eat healthy, all you eat is fried, all you eat is grease, all you eat is mayonnaise laden everything, all you eat is carbohydrates and no protein, no vegetables, no fruits, no water, just a bunch of fried shit, and you get fatty liver disease or you get diabetes. The food didn't do it. The choices to continue hurting yourself when you feel symptoms after the decisions you make, and you keep making the decision that gives you the symptom, that is going to become a chronic thing. And no, I'm not saying that people that are chronically ill like myself did it to themselves. Not even in the slightest is that what I'm saying. But if you are chronically ill, or you do have general malaise because you are over partying and burning the candle at both ends and you're not taking care of yourself, you definitely need to lock the fuck in. If you don't matter to you, nobody else is going to come in and make the decisions for you to take care of yourself. Nobody's going to parent you once you're an adult. You need to reparent yourself. A good sleep schedule. Um, an ounce of water every day for every pound of body weight that you have. Um, a rainbow of fruit and vegetables, lean meats, no fried food. Avoid or make it a minimum to have the fast food. I'm speaking to myself here because bitch loves a cheeseburger, okay? But uh, when you have the same feeling every day and you don't feel good, no matter how much caffeine you have, you don't get energy. No matter whether or not you have stopped drinking for the night, but you still stayed up till 3 a.m. with everybody else that was drinking, but you were the DD and you still have to work at 6 a.m., you're not prioritizing your physical health, even though you decided not to drink that night because you didn't give yourself adequate enough sleep. Your body repairs itself during sleep. And when you don't get adequate sleep, that's when the first, one of the first things that goes is your cognition. Brain fog, bitches, brain fog. Ask me about it because I live with it all day, every day. Okay? It's a fibro thing. But um, the only reason that I'm harping on this specific thing is because somebody is unable to explain where their symptoms are coming from. There's no medical reason. This is somebody that has been to doctors. They can't find anything wrong. Your x-rays, your blood work, your all of your scans are normal, but you are still having joint pain, chronic migraines. You've got an MRI, it's clear. There's nothing wrong with your brain. No lesions, no nothing like that. You don't have any brain injuries. Your muscles are just, uh, uh, what's the word? spasming, they're tightening up on you. A lot of that is nervous system regulation because your brain hasn't reset long enough. A lot of that can be caused by not even enough sleep, by underlying health conditions, by malnutrition. If you're imbibing too much alcohol, you're not absorbing enough vitamins, guaranteed. Okay. Um, if you are not eating well, or you are only eating junk and not healthy food, you're not getting enough nutrition. Your body's going to start to complain. If you don't have water, you're going to get headaches. You're going to get cotton mouth. You're going to have the dry eyes. Your joints are going to hurt. If you do everything you can possibly do to facilitate and support your own strong, healthy body, you're going to notice uh, a significant change in your energy levels. You're going to notice a significant change in your memory. You're going to notice a significant change in your whether or not you're itchy, or whether or not your hair is falling out, whether or not your fingernails split and peel. Um, I can tell you when my thyroid goes off, when I have a bad flare up, okay, I gain weight. I'm sure you guys can all see I've gained 15 pounds in the last 3 months since my doctor took me off of thyroid medication because my tests were normal, except for that whole 2 millimeter tumor in the thyroid where I need the medicine. Okay. So the hair falls out, the skin gets bad, your can't remember shit. CRS comes on real big time. Okay. You're itchy, your fucking your hair falls out, you skin hurt, or you're sore, your your joints, your what the fuck is the tendons is the word I was looking for. Your tendons feel like they're gonna snap and they're tight. Your I don't know, your eyelashes itch, your fucking toes need a chiropractic adjustment. All of that shit can happen just based off being dehydrated, lack of sleep, not getting enough nutrients. You can create health issues. Okay, so if you're facilitating all of that and you still have health issues, at least you know that you're doing the best to support your own body. Okay. Um, your boundaries here is not because you're doing something bad. It's because you need to accept that you're worth taking care of. You need to get tough with yourself and make disciplined decisions because you think you're worth it. Get up, stand up, right? Don't give up the fight. I don't know who this reading is for, but you can do this. You need to prioritize yourself, and I think that somebody here might be a little bit of easygoing personality, not somebody that's very strictly regimented, not somebody that is very scheduled. This is a free spirit energy. Somebody that doesn't like routines at all, but guess what's going to be good for you, baby? Routine. Oh, it's going to make you trust yourself. It's going to make you your body's nervous system start to re-regulate. Your anxiety thing that you can't explain, that's your conscience trying to tell you, you know you're supposed to be doing something different, right? You know that you're supposed to be making a different choice, right? If you know better, then do better. That's this person's anxiety. That's not every person's anxiety, but this person right here, you're thinking so poorly and bad of yourself. That's because you're not making good decisions for yourself. If you start choosing good decisions, your negative thought process will start to alter. Self care will start to become default instead of something you're afraid of. And you know what? Have a little bit of the fear of missing out. What are you actually missing out on? You might miss the headaches. You might miss the joint pain. You might miss the anxiety you can't explain. You might miss feeling like just general shit all day long. Are you going to miss it? I don't think you will. I don't think you will. Dig deep. You've got this. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. All right, you guys, I'm going to close the reading right there. Thanks for joining me, you guys. And remember, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit after everything I've been through, then so the fuck can you. Black Betty out.